So if you ask me, what I would say, if given the opportunity to say something that may make some slight difference in the universal us in search of that oneness. In order to forgive, we have to first learn how to accept. Accept. What you mean accept? Accept what? Someone does this to me and I'm supposed to accept that? You go and did that to her and she's supposed to accept that? They doing this to people like this and that and they're supposed to accept that? What else could you do? Give me an example. Or you can listen to one that I got to share with you. The energy we save by accepting something that was wrong done to us, any wrongdoing, the energy we save by not reacting, getting upset, losing control, becoming irrational, behavior like that of an animal, savage, who doesn't know how to behave because there's no upper brain activity for the consequential thinking. And in most cases, nowadays, there's not even any consequences, depending on who you are. Acceptance makes it easier to forgive. No need to forget. Let it go where it goes. Those little boxes inside our head, we all have little boxes in our brain. Give you an example. When you're thinking about something that has to do with that, whatever triggered it came from wherever it came. However, the trigger activity initiated the action from that which was activated, that feeling, in that box. And then there are other boxes that might be a little lower, higher, lower, but they're all up in here in our head. We have little compartments. Too bad in those compartments we couldn't start realizing that. We walk around, we harbor discord for others. We have this thing they taught us to activate when necessary. Hate. Usually it begins with fear. Anything that you grow to feel you hate or dislike, it usually stems from fear. Question is, from where comes the fear that we allow to lie in there deep inside of us? That information that came from where it came, the heart of some other who was fooled by another to believe that he had the right or even the need to waste energy hating someone's seed or another man's seed. We're so full of love. We're programmed to love from birth. Inside those 9 months, we're programmed to love. It's when we get out here that the system that they use to teach us makes things a lot less clear. I believe if you have 2-cup capacity in your brain and someone pours a cup of some other into your brain, in order for that to stay in your brain, you have to let out some of what was already naturally in your brain, which is imagination, without which intelligence doesn't exist. Without imagination, there is no intelligence. Everything else is artificial intelligence. It is programmed into you. You are told that this is better for you. You are told on the news sometimes about a crime or something that took place in that particular time. You are spoken to by the talking head, the anchor, And once he finishes the story and delivers you the bad news that's going to make you fear, because that's their aim, to keep you in fear. Once he tells you the story, he's going to call on a leading expert. He's going to offer up a leading expert to concur with what he, yes, just had to say. Here's expert John, Jimmy, John, Jason, and he's about to tell you some shit that's going to get your head out the basin. Okay? But actually it's going to put your head in the basin. It's going to have you polarized. Once he spoke about it, you watch him every day. Now he gives you an expert from the words he say. At some point, you might want to start taking back some of your imagination. And the only way I was able to do that was I had to turn the TV off. I had to decide what comes on that tube. I had to decide, you know, and in most cases, anything made is going to have something in it that's going to program you, believe it or not. And when I say program you, there are many ways to glamorize the worst things that they want you to exercise. They want you to get involved with this. They want you to think that this is that and that's this, because they don't want you to use your imagination. And never think that anything is impossible, especially when it comes to changing your thinking and adding some other thinking. Key word, changing and adding, or allowing. Let's say allow. Let some of what you think and believe hold tight, and let someone else give you something. Whether you use it or not, let them give you something. Why? Because you may not be the only one who feels like you feels when you feels what you feels. Especially when what you feels is giving you chills and got you scared to a point where you're going out shooting up classrooms full of kids, or shooting up people at your job, or hating people and walking around with a really powerful gun, wanting to kill someone that you do not see yourself in. That's how blind you've been. There's no way in the world we can't not see ourselves in each and every human that walks this planet's face, unless, of course, something or someone outside of us turns us against it. Uses our lack of knowledge of said situation or whatever deception they give you or inflict upon you, telling you who's no good and what is good. I mean, at what point do you get a chance to say what you could? You no longer have a voice. You never had a voice. You're regurgitating their information, their hate. Mankind can make you famous. And when I say the words their hate, I'll say it again. Mankind can make you famous with his lies, greed, and hate. But your actions and all of our actions could actually make us great. Love, oneness. Let's come together, man. Let's stop this. There's still a chance, whether it happens or not, but at least right now, in the here and now, we have the power. It's inside of us. It's always been there. Peace, guys.